This is Living Rad, and today I'm looking at turtles on the Nintendo. Back in 1989, this game was huge, one of the best selling games on the Nintendo, but these days it gets a hard time. Is it really that bad, and did it sell so well just because of the license attached? And why do all of the turtles have red bandanas on the front of the cartridge? Let's take a closer look at the game. You can select characters on the fly, who each have their own weapons, which have individual strengths and weaknesses, which is a cool touch for the time, but flawed as it makes Mikey and Raph kinda redundant, as their reach is so short, and Donatello is an almost essential character to keep alive. As they each have an individual health bar, you'll be swapping through the roster regularly. This mechanic does bring an element of strategy to the game, the strategy being to keep Donnie alive, as his bow is a screen clearing, rock steady killing machine. The overworld area is another nice touch and breaks up the gameplay a bit, but getting run over is pretty frustrating. And once you enter a sewer, the amount of enemies can be overwhelming. Also, who are these guys? I kinda recognise the Mousers if that's what they're meant to be, but chainsaw wielding maniacs, don't remember them. Punk frogs did not look like that. And remember the guy on fire throwing fire at the turtles? No, me neither. For me, and pretty much the rest of the world, the biggest problem with the game is the underwater level. The lead up to it, jumping off the dam, is so cool. But what a frustrating mess it is after that point. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's impossible. I've done it before, but somehow over the years it's gotten harder. Swimming through the electric pink seaweed can't be done anymore. Maybe it grew or the turtles put some weight on, but this level really is as bad as people say. Everything before this was good. I felt immersed, like I was a Ninja Turtle, but now I feel like a real turtle, tangled in a six-pack ring with a lung full of Morrison's shopping bag. After offering up a sacrifice to the Dark Lord, I beat the underwater level, so I can show you the coolest part of the game, driving the party wagon, which can fire bullets and missiles once you've collected them from in the building. The difficulty has ramped up slightly, and we meet some new enemies such as Robo Shredder with detachable head, bomb dropping foot balloon, and my favourite classic Turtles character, the crawling eyeball. There is some difficult platforming jumps after you've navigated the maze of buildings in the party wagon, which, combined with flying enemies, poor handling whilst jumping and knockback mid-air, can lead to some super irritating moments. But at least the water doesn't kill you, you just restart outside the building entrance. Also, I take back what I said about Mikey, as I found his quick attack speed helpful in this section. Not Raph though, he's still useless. Also, a quick tip, before battling the metal turtle, re-enter the sewer with each turtle so you have full health for your whole entire party. After killing the metal turtle and saving Splinter, it's time for what I think is the easiest area in the game. It has a super sweet grappling hook section, some cool bombers trying to blow you up, boomerang wielding Hulk Hogan's, some robot bees, and a lot of Ed 209s. The most difficult part is the wall crusher, which can catch you out if you step over the gap. The giant mouser is the easiest boss in the whole game. All you have to do is stand underneath him with Donatello and keep hitting him until he's dead. Following a nice blimp cutscene, we have the information area. It has a kind of Metal Gear vibe in the overworld, with searchlight helicopters who deploy foot soldiers if they catch you. And the music has a strong Metal Gear vibe as well. The area is different to the rest, as there is no set path. You are trying to find the entrance to the Technodrome, which could be in any of the sewers. The enemies in these sewers are hard. The hedgehog takes 1,000,000 hits to kill, and he can shoot spines at you as well. The weird armadillo bug creature takes even more hits. He rolls up in a ball and attacks or spits projectiles at you. And we have some Metroids just for good measure. If you manage to find the Technodrome first try, this isn't a bad stage until the Technodrome itself, which is pretty tricky, with foot soldiers flying at you, lasers shooting out the front and back, and 2 destructible guns firing at you. In all, the Technodrome is really hard. It's a weird size, it doesn't look right, and it's impossible not to get hurt whilst trying to attack it. With the Technodrome eventually defeated, it's on to the final battle inside. The final battle is difficult, more difficult than the underwater level and the Technodrome combined. You'll need all of your continues for this section. It isn't too long, but the enemies are strong and relentless, especially the jetpack laser dudes near the end. Also try and keep Donnie in good health for the boss after this level. My first couple of goes I game overed here and had to start right at the beginning of the game, which apart from the constant barrage of endlessly respawning enemies is my biggest complaint with the game. There is no password system or even a level select cheat code, so game over means starting right at the beginning again. But I never wanted to give up. Why? Because it's a fun game. I died a lot, I swore, I got angry and frustrated, but I came back for more until I made it to the final boss, the Shredder himself. After that arduous slog of the last battle, the frustration of the water level, the difficulty of the Technodrome, how on earth will I ever beat the Shredder? Surely he will be next to impossible. Well, not really, just select Donnie, stand on the platform to the right and attack the Shredder. He won't touch you once. And that's it, the Turtles are triumphant. What is their prize for saving April and Splinter and defeating the Shredder? Okay, he's a human now, and we're going to go and get some pizza. Kind of a weird ending. So, to round it all up, I highly recommend the Turtles game. It's cheap to pick up, has some varied gameplay, some nice cutscenes, and a real challenge. It's one of those games that transports you back to a Saturday morning all those years ago, back in a day when people only had a few games. You didn't give up because it was hard, you played until you got good, which is the only way to approach the TMHT game, or TMNT for you non-Europeans. So get yourself online and order a copy now, and if you have it already and haven't played it in a while, dust off that cartridge and whack it in the Nintendo now. If you're a big fan already, what's your quickest playthrough? Do you have any hints or tips that could help a new player, or do you just straight up hate the game? Put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.